Hey everyone, it's Matt Madison with Doug Madison Realty. If I don't get through this video, I'm going to scream. Every time I do this, I'm doing it on my phone. Every time I do this, somebody calls. So anyway, I'm going to try to make this brief. Today, what I'd like to talk to you about is the buying process. So I've had many people come to me over the years and say to me, hey Matt, I'm thinking about buying a home. What are the steps? So today I'm going to take you through that. So the first thing that I always recommend to a buyer is to go to a bank or a lender and go ahead and get pre-qualified. The reason that's important is two reasons. Because it sets your expectations initially, ahead of time, right? And the other thing it does, it gives you an idea of what your fees are going to be, right? So your closing costs are going to be between 2 and 3% of whatever your purchase price is. And you need to know that going in so that you can go ahead and put that in the offer. So you've got your pre-qual letter, and now you're going to go look at every home on the market within the 130 to 160 range because you qualified to 150, right? Don't do that, okay? Because it's hard enough keeping a couple of homes. Uh, it's hard enough keeping them straight. Don't go look at 15 homes with your realtor, okay? Pick the top three that say, okay, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I need. Pick the top three and have a rolling three. So you've picked the top three, you've had a rolling three, you've been out, you're familiar with the market, and you make an offer on a home. Now let's just stop right there for a minute. Let me talk to you just a few items on that offer. You've got earnest money and you've got a due diligence fee. So earnest money is money that you put down into the transaction, totally refundable at any point. Okay, so the other part is the due diligence fee. It is non-refundable. It is made out to the seller. Okay, so and the reason that's important is because as a buyer's agent, I'm going to try to get somebody the best possible terms and price. So I'm going to try to make that due diligence fee as small as possible. Basically, what that is an option fee. That says if I'm going to take my home off the market for 30 days while you do inspections and try to figure out whether you're going to move forward in the transaction, then you're going to pay me a fee for that. Okay. Now the great thing about the due diligence period, as far as a buyer is concerned, is you can change your mind at any time, and you do lose your due diligence fee, but you don't have to move through. You don't have to move forward with the transaction. So it's great for the buyer, and you're going to have to pay for that for the seller to take that risk to take their home off the market for 30 days or however long the due diligence period is. So you've done that, you've got the offer, you've written the offer, everything's been negotiated out, so you're home free, right? Well, the process has just begun, because now what you get to do is you get to do your inspections. Now, this probably is going to save you some money, so maybe this is the reason that you watch this video today. If you're buying a home with a septic tank, do that inspection first. See, everybody wants to go and get all their home inspections and septic inspection on the same day. Here's what I've found in real estate. What I found in real estate is if there's going to be a big issue, it's probably going to involve the septic tank. And that's a pretty expensive issue. So my thought is spend the 250 bucks on the septic inspection and save the money on the home inspection till later. Because many times what I've found is they don't want to deal with the septic. That if the deal's going to fall apart, it's going to fall apart over that septic tank. So save yourself the money, do that first, and then do your home inspection once everything's cleared on the septic tank. Okay, so you've done all that, you've negotiated everything out, and you're moving towards closing. And everything looks good, the appraisals come in good, the title searches come in good, your surveys come in good, and everything's looking good. So you're moving forward and you've got a closing date, right? So what's the last step? What are some of the last steps? Well, one of the last steps is to do a walkthrough. The reason you want to do a walkthrough is because you want to check and make sure that everything that was done to your satisfaction. I wouldn't suggest wait until the day of closing if you've got some major repairs. I would say go the week before, right? Because the seller's not going to wait till the day of closing to get those repairs done. And if there's something that needs to be figured out, you don't want to have to do it at the closing table. So you've done your walkthrough, you go to closing, you sign all your docs, right? And now you're getting the keys. Well, not yet. Now, here's something that's happened in the real estate market just over the past few years. Okay, so they're requiring the deed to be recorded before you get the keys and before the seller gets your money. Now, the reason that is important is to set your expectation, right? Because you go into a closing, you think, hey, I'm done. Well, you're not done. You have to wait until they record that deed. So that's important because you want to have your closings done in the morning so that they'll have time to record that day and you can move in. So that's just a few things. Of course, there's more as far as the buying process is concerned, but I hope that I hit all the high points. If you've got any other questions or would like to discuss this with me, you're welcome, of course, to give me a call at my office at 704-873-7700, or you can always get me on my cell phone, 704-929-7701. I hope this information was helpful. Take care and make it a great day.